Alright, so I'm back, and as you can see, we got the Predaking out again. A few people pointed out a few things that I was doing wrong, and I figured out a couple other things as well. And just, one, we'll start right here. I forgot to show off the LED. I've shown it off in the past videos, but I did not show it off in this one. I guess the first thing we're going to focus on is some people said that that if you have the arms like this, they can pose a little bit better, and that's true. So if you have the arms like this, they'll bend at the elbow joint. I have no idea how well that's coming off on the camera. So they bend at the elbow joint, but then they also can bend a little bit at the hip, giving them a more bend to the elbow. The problem I have with that, and I'm not saying that it's wrong, is that he's back heavy. Is that if you have it like this, he's got these really thick forearms. I mean, they're just insanely thick. And also, if you have it like that, like the dive bomb, you can do that too. Is when you put the gun on, that means it's going to be on the back of the arm instead of on the side like it should be. So I prefer to keep it like this, just so that he doesn't have such thick forearms looking forward. This is that looks okay, but this is more coherent, I think. Now the next thing, while we're on the topic of the gun, these things are not staying together very well today. You can plug it in on either side. I'm just going to take these little guns out because they're not holding in. You can either plug them in on the dive bomb feet or the rampage feet, whichever you'd prefer. Now, I prefer the original look of plugging it in to dive bomb's feet here. And I showed that off. What I failed to show off, and I actually even complained about it, was that the tail fin would just kind of hang off the side there. It's on its own swivel, and somebody else pointed that out. And you can swivel it to the back, and that relieves all issues I have. Because now it's on the back, and it's out of the way completely. So, problem solved. Alright, we're going to get to the feet here in a second. Next thing I didn't show off was this is the completion kit. I only found one of these. They're all in my box for storage. But if you had these things all set up to clip in the forearms, you can actually take them, and on the side of like Bovis here, there's a 5mm port, and you can just plug it in there and give him some extra spikes or missiles, or you don't even have to have that little centerpiece. You can just plug them in, just arm them up however you want to. Just find a port and plug it in. It's that simple. So yeah, there's that. I didn't show you guys that, and I do apologize for not showing you everything the first go around. I think he's just a very big figure, and a lot of things to go over. Now the next thing somebody told me about, because I was watching a review, I can't remember who it was, but they said to put these things out on these little black pieces. And one of my viewers said fold it in and just let the whole weight rest on the feet. So we're going to give that a shot real quick and see if they were right. So I folded those in, and he's still incredibly back heavy. He's just really back heavy. There's no way around it. So yeah, those black supports don't do anything. The biggest issue here is the ball joints in the feet. It really bugs me that they did that. I really hope a third-party company comes around and makes new feet that are ratcheted. You know, big, thick ratchets, not ball joints. Because once these ball joints start giving, they just give, and they're not going to hold up forever either. So, putting a ball joint on such a critical spot like a combinder's feet is just stupid. And I don't want to sound like I'm bashing Mastermind Creations when I gave it such a good review, but honestly, these feet are one of the worst problems of this figure, and they are going to cause lots of these things to fall off shelves and do lots of damage to both them and whoever it lands on, because this thing is really heavy. So that does bug me that they didn't think that through well enough. So yeah, it's not that he's not balanced on the feet, it's the fact that his ankles just will not support his weight if the slightest thing happens. Okay. And then the last thing I didn't point out, and this was earlier too, the feet do have a toe pivot to them. So you can just push those up if you want to. It's not much, but you'll need it to kind of pose him taking like a step forward so that he's not quite so back heavy. Now he's front heavy. It's something that really, those ball joints really bug me. The toes, yeah, they do move up and down. It's there, but for this particular figure, because of the weight on the back, it's not a very useful joint. So yeah, I just wanted to show off a few new things. Very happy about the wing. And like I said, I do apologize for not showing the completion kit, how it can plug into everything and just make them look more complete. But yeah, all in all, I'm still very happy with the figure. The ankles really bug me, to the point where I'm really questioning the longevity of this figure because of those ankles. I really hope some third-party company comes along and makes some really thick ratchets to replace those ankles. Yeah, very disappointed in that aspect. But I'm not trying to let that taint the overall figure, because the overall figure is just incredible. Everything about it is just awe-inspiring. This thing is just wicked cool. And I'm very happy I have it. Those ankles suck. I'm going to try and shake the table just a little bit here. Of course, now he's going to stand perfectly still to prove me wrong. Right, Predaking? Just trying to prove me wrong. Anyway, so that's really all there is to it. Like I said, you get a little bit more bend with the elbow if you curl it in like this. But you do get the thicker arm joints. I doubt I'm going to do that. And then you get into then you can pull this tail fin back out, I guess. I don't know if I'm going to pose it like that. I don't think so, because it does make his arms look really big. But then again, everything about him makes him look really big. because he's just a really big guy. Oh, there we go. Seems pretty stable right now. Huh. Alright. Whatever. Ball joints. Ankle ball joints. Bad idea. Anyway. So, if there's anything else I missed, please let me know. And if there's anything you want me to focus on and show off again on this guy, let me know. I'll be happy to do it. But yeah, I think I've got everything covered this time. So TFC's dive bomb should be coming out soon. So we'll be able to have all 3 Predakings standing next to each other and determine which one's better and for which reasons, and just, yeah, should be a lot of fun. So yeah, I guess that's all there is.